guys. So basically, I just wanted to make a quick note about how Google has recently in New Zealand introduced a type of web cart shopping part of their site to the actual search part of their site, where basically you can filter results with price of high and low, and also like different types of attributes. And what this presents us with is a multinational, multi-billion-dollar company that is at the forefront of pretty much our daily lives and most of our daily usage, at least in some part on a mobile phone or any kind of device. One of our first go-tos is Google, and to find businesses or to find whatever kind of information that we need. And basically what they've done is they've created a part of their site where they can scrape off websites online, and they can correlate that information. They've been doing it for years, but recently they've made it so that you can actually compare prices between products, whether they be the same products or different products from different stores. So basically what that kind of means is that instead of people normally shopping and going to the actual web cart site, they might Google something and you might look for some kind of bodyboard, for example, and what might come up used to be Torpedo 7 and a whole bunch of other R&R Sport and all that kind of those different companies, and then you'd be able to see like their products on the shopping list. But now you can actually compare prices online without ever visiting their website. So it kind of cuts out their entire website's effort in creating a sales pitch and a marketing pitch, and their entire what they've spent basically tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars on a website, a web cart site, where they've kind of crafted it in a way to be able to appeal to people who are browsing their site. Now, you used to go from site to site to site and find what kind of product you wanted and then sort of go with that. But basically what Google has done is that instead of, they cut that website out of the actual picture just because everyone's gotten used to their whole scraping sort of mode. So basically all the products are are shown on the actual Google search page, and then users can look at different pricing, different filters, different types of bodyboards, bodyboard colors, that kind of thing on Google before they decide to go to a web cart site. Now, in terms of funneling and click-through ratios, this kind of shows a difference between what used to happen, where users could basically browse the actual web cart sites, and Google has now taken out of the picture the entire massive amounts of efforts that have gone towards actually creating the web cart sites, and just allow the user, which is good for the user, sort of more direct access to what they're looking for and to locate the item that they're looking for and their product that they're looking for, and basically sort of more directly have access to the particular product that they're trying to look for, and at the right price as well. So what this means, though, unfortunately for companies, and no one's actually said anything about it, is that they've cut out a massive amount of web cart information out of the sites. So when you look on the actual website, you look at a bodyboard, you'll see all the features and the descriptions and all the parts, basically the details about the actual product. But instead, you locate what kind of particular product that you want, and then without actually sort of the web cart of each individual business having the opportunity to be able to present their sales pitch and having the opportunity to be able to present their features and benefits of the actual product, Google has cut out that entire middleman and all the effort and just literally given the customer a more direct approach towards the product that they're looking for. Now, this is great for the end consumer. This is massively beneficial for all of us consumers out there. But what this means that eventually, because of that scraping, if it doesn't get shut down from this antitrust lawsuit, and in some respect, in some way, if it doesn't sort of like get toned back a bit, then basically it means that the amount of effort that's put into these WebCart sites, and the amount of money that's spent on them, and the amount of money that's spent on creating different graphics for them, for example, different types of descriptions and details, and actually uploading like a lot of perhaps different types of pictures instead of like a whole bunch of different pictures. They'll probably more focus on like the one picture, and then have like tiny graphics until it gets loaded in the database if the user needs to use it, sort of thing. So it changes the whole dynamic of what the entire WebCart service and system and field market has been about for almost 20 years. So yeah, I just thought I'd note that it's been a big shift, big paradigm shift in the way that we Google, and the types of products, the types of access to the details of the products that we have available in Google, and how that may shift massive amounts of fields of whether it be web marketers, graphical user designers, also WebCart designers as well, persons who are putting in a lot of effort in their different types of advertising models and campaigns on their actual websites, and all of these industries within like a couple of years, I have no doubt will probably in the last couple of years probably have like been affected without any sort of explanation for that. So I just thought it was a bit of an insight that I wanted to share with you guys today.